Hi guys, Judy Fine here. Today I'm going to talk to you about singing, congestion, and dairy. So this is a common question I get. Should I eat dairy? Do I really have to stop eating dairy for the rest of my life if I want to sing? Things like that. Since it's sniffly nose season, at least in other places, not here in Southwest Florida, but since it's sniffly nose season, I thought this would be a good time to talk about dairy. Let's do it. Okay, so before we get into the topic of dairy, like my video, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell. Thank you, I hate that part. Let's just get it over with. I want to be clear that I'm not telling you that in order to be a singer, you have to not drink dairy or eat dairy. Okay, I don't really think that way about anything. There are no absolutes like that. But if you want to have your voice always at the ready, the same way that I tell you to do vocal exercises, I'm telling you to pick up a lifestyle where you have a diet that is the best diet to have your best voice at all times. For many, many people, that means low or no dairy. Why? Because dairy is hard to digest, and it ends up creating phlegm and mucus for most of us. It may happen to you and you don't even know it, because if you've been consuming dairy all your life, then you don't know what it's like when you're not consuming dairy. So it may be adversely affecting you and you don't even realize it. The only way to find out is to stop using dairy for a few weeks and see what the difference is. Why is dairy hard to digest? Because we were not meant to digest it. When we're infants, we have an enzyme to help us digest our mother's milk. We stop creating that enzyme when we get older because we no longer, in theory, need to digest our mother's milk. And having said that, we definitely were never designed to drink another species' mother's milk. This is why so many people are lactose intolerant or just have trouble digesting dairy. Now, if you're concerned about your calcium and your bone strength and you don't want to stop drinking dairy, that's fine. You might cut back on dairy other ways like cheese and other things, but be sure that you're drinking whole milk, because the benefits of dairy are in whole milk, not in skim and low fat. And be sure that you're drinking milk from cows that are pasture raised and grass fed. For me, dairy, excessive dairy, it makes me phlegmy, and this adversely affects my head voice more than anything else, and the transition between head voice and chest voice. There's a lot you can do with technique to be able to sing despite these things, but why have to? I've had times on stage where I've had to turn around and blow my nose. That's hot. Who wants to see that? The drummer is usually the only one who sees it. But some things to keep in mind. There are dairy replacements out there, or specific product replacements, and what I mean is like faux cheese. Nobody else calls it faux cheese, I do. Faux cheese has gotten so much better than it used to be. It used to be pretty gross. It was like grainy almost. Faux cheese has gotten really good. In fact, all the non-dairy and like vegan things out there have gotten so much better. I don't recommend faux cheese if you're just eating a piece of cheese. I only recommend it in melty situations. It is so good. And there are lots of brands. There's Violife, there's Dia, there's Kite Hill, there's all kinds. You want to be careful with any product that's meant to replace another product and sort of pretend to be another product, whether it's dairy or meat, faux dairy or faux meat, because a lot of them tend to have high sodium. So you want to be healthy overall. It's not like just because it's not real dairy or not real meat that it's automatically healthier. So you got to keep things in check. And the most important thing as you explore new options for your diet is to keep in mind that if you're constantly comparing what you're eating to a previous version of it, you're going to hate it. If you're eating a faux cheese grilled cheese sandwich, faux grilled cheese, you know what I'm trying to say, and you're waiting for it to taste like the cheddar cheese sandwich you used to have, you're gonna hate it. If I bite into a banana and I hope and pray it tastes like an apple, I'm going to hate bananas. That's how it works. So you have to look at each new thing that you try as a different food in its own right, a different drink in its own right. So aside from things like faux cheese and faux cream cheese and nut milk and nut milk yogurt, you know what I'm trying to say, there are ways that you can cook things that you used to put dairy in and you could put other things in and they're still fantastic. So this isn't about depriving yourself for the rest of your life, right? This is about eating well because you're a singer and you're choosing a lifestyle that supports your love of singing. This is not deprivation, right? So if someone says to you, oh my God, you're never gonna eat cheese again, you say, no, because I'm a singer, yo. Back off. Why do people care so much what we eat and drink anyway? Bugs me. Anyway, so here are a few things you can do beyond the faux cheese option to replace dairy in some of the things that you cook, okay? So over here, through the magic of film editing, there's a picture of a few things. I have one more beyond that. The little cup in the front that you might not recognize the contents of, those are raw cashews. This is probably my favorite of the choices in that it's like the most decadent. I love making cashew milk and putting it into recipes to make them creamy and yummy. So all you do is you add the cashews to water and you blend the heck out of it till it's got an even consistency. It's like cream. And you add it to any meal that you put cream in. It could be gravies, it could be soup. I like to make this sort of sticky rice risotto with the cashew milk. I don't have a picture of it, sorry, but it is so good. And when I know I'm going to be making this, I can't wait. I'm excited about it. I'm not saying to myself, oh my God, I'm having my dairy replacement dinner tonight. Ugh. I love it. I look forward to it. All right, so cashew milk is an easy one to do and it's good for you. It's nutritious. Another one I use a lot is canned coconut milk. So I have 2 cans there to show you that you can get the regular, you can get the low fat. Canned coconut milk is kind of similar in that you just use it to replace cream in recipes. So you can make Indian curry type things with it. You can make soup with it. I've made fish chowder with canned coconut milk. And you can make desserts too. You can make ice cream, canned coconut milk cream. And I've made tapioca pudding with it too. Really good. Also in this picture, I have a can of artichoke hearts. Now, if you're on the cusp about how you feel about artichokes, this might not be a good choice for you because it makes a very artichoke-y meal. But you can blend the heck out of artichoke hearts, season it well, and then you can use that as a sauce for pasta. It is really good. The last one, as far as dairy replacements go, that I use pretty frequently is cauliflower. You steam or boil the heck out of it. You blend it in a blender. You season it well because it's not very flavorful on its own. I'm a garlic lover, so I frequently roast some garlic in a pan and then add the cauliflower to it. And you can make that into a soup. You can make that into a sauce. Some people call it vegan Alfredo sauce. I don't like doing things like that because then you expect it to taste like non-vegan Alfredo sauce, and it doesn't. One of my favorite things to do with cauliflower sauce is to make a potato au gratin. And this is an example of choosing low dairy over no dairy because I put some Parmesan cheese in it. So I put a little Parmesan cheese in it and then I put Parmesan cheese on top and I throw it in the oven and it looks like that. I'm not good at food pictures, just for the record. But it is so good and so much less dairy. And then I don't have problems singing in my head voice, but I also don't have problems feeling like I'm getting comfort food. Because who doesn't want comfort food? Come on. Now I already mentioned coconut ice cream and I mentioned tapioca, coconut tapioca pudding, which both really good. But a really easy dessert if you want to avoid dairy and you feel like having something ice cream-esque is a banana smoothie. So I keep frozen bananas in my freezer at all times. So I can have a smoothie on the fly whenever I feel like it. And I just blend up a banana, sometimes raw cacao powder, cinnamon, maybe some nuts. Sometimes I put vegetables in there too, but I'm trying to get you to buy the decadent part of this non-dairy video, so we can forget the vegetables for now. I just blend it up with some nut milk and I'm in heaven. I feel like I'm having dessert. I don't feel like I'm depriving myself. So get it out of your head that to decrease or eliminate dairy in your diet is some huge sacrifice that you just can't bring yourself to do because it's not real. It's up to you, right? And you have a reason for this because you want to be the best singer you can possibly be. So there you go, 4 different ways you can replace dairy without going the faux dairy route. Not that I'm against that because there's some good faux dairy out there. Remember, this is a lifestyle choice. You're choosing the pursuit of your passion for singing, and you're going to help that pursuit by adjusting your lifestyle to match it, to support it. All right, let me know how it goes. If you have a specific recipe you'd like to share, let me know. I'll share it. Thanks for watching.